trying to think of this one pastor's name. It was a white guy. Cannot think of his name at the moment, but he did a thing on these Talmud lovers, and they've sat there and argued themselves right out of Torah because they've sat there and they have basically put Talmud above Torah.
Yep. And that's rabbinic.
Yep. Rabbinic Judaism. That's it's the argument that basically puts them outside of scripture, and then not only that, but then you know what, the guy has them on camera saying that they believe that Torah is like fairy tales and all kind of stuff like that. So it's like, these guys, how are they upholding righteousness, and they're sitting here trying to argue Yahweh out, argue the Torah out of existence, of as far as it being the one book,
Yeah. I mean, and you look at a lot of that, like you look, just my own take on it. I think a lot of that, when you start looking back at, if you even read the Khazarian correspondence, things of that sort, you can pull it up on the Fordham University website. You pull it up and you start seeing the whole exchange between the Kagan. He was a Kagan. The king, who's the dude's name? Was it not Bulan? It was, I forget whoever's the king at that time. They called them Kagans in the Khazarian Empire. I believe his name was Joseph. I can't remember, but he was talking with a Babylonian rabbi who had found out that the Khazar's empire was existing because he had met a trader of some sort who traveled the world, and he's like, "Oh man, there's a whole Jewish community," and he told them about the Khazars. So he reached out to them, and then long and short, you read it. One thing he told them was key. He said that, well, yeah, we're not really from the line of Shem, but we do trace back to Japheth, and we've picked up the scepter that Judah has dropped. And it was saying that they had under the old king Bulan, they had learned the ways of Torah. So then they brought some rabbis up there, some priests, something, and they taught them about things like setting up synagogues and things of that sort. And what you find is, if you start looking into the some things about, not everything, but some things about rabbinic Judaism, you see a lot of that. The Khazarian old religion was in there. The whole worship of the phallus, the serpent people. Those are what they used to be called. And I'm not here dogging Jewish people. That's not what I'm doing. But it's just that you see some of the things that they teach, or some of the things that's part of their cultural background. You see it inside their religion.
But if that's the truth, they still broke the law, because if your brother dropped something, you're supposed to go back and return it to him. If he dropped the scepter, he's supposed to return it back to his brother, right?
Ooh, that sounds bad.
You understand him, Rodney?
No, it sounds like he fell in a DUI test on the side of the road.
Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now?
No, it was hard to hear you. Couldn't hear you. I don't know what you said. No.
Okay. Oh, yeah, can you hear me now?
I'm sure it was a good point. I couldn't understand it.
No, I was saying, can y'all hear me now? I was saying that if that was true, they still broke the law because the law says they supposed, like, if your brother drops something.
No.
No, you're breaking up.
Secret. You get it too.
But we don't want to hear you like that.
I thought you from New Orleans. You heard me?
Can you hear me now? I don't know what the devil doing on this side, but it ain't gonna work.
You heard me, baby?
Maybe let me see. Maybe I type it in the chat.
Yes, we can hear you now. Oh, shoot.
Oh, you broke up again.
I was gonna write it in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure what he's saying is really good. I just
can't hear him. Right.
Yeah.
I think a whole lot. Oh,
It
we
keeps
don't
going.
know it's good. That's why the enemy trying to not let us understand.
You know, when
It's like a breakthrough.
When I was reading the correspondence, he can't hear us at all.
I can hear you.
One thing, I'm going to just say this. When I read the correspondence, I immediately thought of Genesis 49:10, where it says the scepter won't part from Judah.
Yeah.
From among his banners. So when I heard that, that sent a red flag off to me right there. I'm like, whoa, wow, what they talking about here?
That's a good point.
Yeah, because they're you know. Wait a minute. We hear you a bit now. So what's got for? Oh, wait. What's wrong with
we
this
hear you
phone? No, I'm mad this phone is not giving me my.
Wait, let me see your phone. What's going on? You don't want this?
No, I was trying to get a note to write what Maury Rodney was talking about Fordham University, the Fordham thing.
I'll put it in the chat, man. You can just copy and go to it or what have you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's
Fordham University is a big old Catholic university in New York City.
Yeah. Yep. And what's funny about it, Fordham, well, wait a minute, what was that? That's a street. Wait a minute, isn't